heading out back out to Lake of Egypt this morning. We're going to be talking about barometric pressure. We're going to be talking about some really fun topics. Not really. We're going to be catching some fish. Is what we're going to be doing. But hey, check this out. So this is me working off my GoPro 5, and I purchased a microphone for it, which is called a Rode something. It looks like this. Look at this thing. Check it out. It's this big old furry thing, and that's really just kind of a sock that kind of protects I guess the wind noise goes down with it on there. And it's really a directional mic. So check this out, how the difference is going to sound here. Hold on, plug you in. Now there's the difference. I got to find a way to mount it on the GoPro. I found a little YouTube video on that, and it looked like it works. But you know, I tested this out last night, and I thought it was night and day difference. So I'm kind of stoked about it. So I'll be using it when I do just the videos without the actual wireless mics, and yeah, it's gonna be a good, nice little setup. I'll put the description of it down below if I didn't already say that, and you guys can check it out. But the name of the microphone's Rode, R-O-D-E, and that's kind of bringing it to another level. Not really. So hopefully we'll catch some fish today. See you on the lake. Always gotta stop off at my favorite bait shop, Cooksey's. Is it a her or he?
It's a he.
Alright. Alright. The barometric pressure's down. Fish should be biting.
Barometric pressure is when it's supposed to be not bad.
No, when it's down.
No. I want it so damn high, it's only got one thing to do.
That gets everything I've read about. That goes against everything that I've read about barometric pressure.
Go down. When you go out and the barometric's so damn high, fish ain't a biting. Then when it starts down, then they'll start biting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. So when it goes down is when they're biting. So before a storm or before a front is when you want to fish. All right, folks, we are rolling. It's a beautiful day, and it's gonna be a high of about 42 degrees. Looks like the water temperature is roughly around 50 degrees. Yeah, so we're gonna go out there and see what we can do, and I really wanna test this theory out about barometric pressure. The idea is that when the barometric pressure is down. All right, so I guess the idea is when, before a front or before a storm, the barometric pressure comes down, and that's when you're supposed to be able to catch the fish. You ever notice after a storm, you don't have much luck? They added water to the lake, but they claim it's because of the barometric pressure is high. So after a front or a storm, it goes high. So we're about to have a major temperature change here in Southern Illinois, roughly about 15 degrees, and that's a front moving in. The barometric pressure is definitely down. So we're gonna test that theory. We're gonna try some spots out here on the lake. We don't have an ideal wind today, but that's okay, because hopefully the barometric pressure is going to lead us to the fish. But hey, I wanna give a shout out to Lloyd Williams, my buddy. He moved to Kansas City, and he probably won't be on too many episodes, but I'm sure we're gonna get him down here to fish. He's just one of the few, another guy that I fish with quite a bit, or was fishing with quite a bit, and like to give him a shout out and good luck in retirement. So with that said, we're gonna head out to the lake. All right, folks, there's the first one. Right there. First fish of the day. It's a good crappie. Right there. All right, maybe barometric pressure is the thing. I'm not sure. just scored one. There we go. Whip him in. Number 2. I am going to keep track on my counters. It's easy to get lost in terms of the count. Today we are bobber fishing with minnows on a number 6 hook. A lot of people say that my hook size is small, and you know, they say big hook, big fish, but I'll tell you, the hook ratio with this small hook is just phenomenal. I just don't tend to miss that many of them, and it's like a little hypodermic needle. It's so small. And I was fishing with the big hook, and I guess my theory is that doesn't allow the, I just had one. That doesn't allow the minnow to do what it needs to do. So the small hook allows that minnow to swim around freely. Now the wind's supposed to kick up. That's, I think, why everybody's out here early. And the barometric pressure, that's the key word of the day, barometric pressure. I'll tell you folks, it's just a great time coming out here with the sun rising. You know, it's roughly around 7:30, and you just gotta love it. Love fishing, that's my passion. It's what I like to do. It's what I like to do. Any opportunity I get, you'll find me out on the lake. I think most of my friends can attest to that. Gotta get some of those colorful characters on the boat. Watching this boat, and you know, one of the things I do, and you should do as well, I think, it's just you watch other boats. What the other boats doing? Are they spider rigging? Are they catching? I got a guy over here spider rigging, and I'm just kind of keeping my eye on whether or not I haven't seen him pull anything out yet. So I've got 2 in the boat with cork, so I'm not gonna switch yet, but I do have my spider rig stuff. There it is. Ooh, that feels like a good one. Ooh, I don't know if that's a crappie now. If it is, it's a big crappie. That pushed like a bass. God, I hope it's a crappie. Nope. It's a bass. You wish that was a crappie. That pushed hard. So. There we go. All right, so they seem to have moved up this cover. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Right there, folks. They're still there. Right there. Good day. Good day. That's 3. Let's do a count to 25, can we? Now I did go shallower. I went to 5 feet. A little closer to the shallow. A little closer to the shore. There it is. Ooh, this one's fighting like a bass again. Wow, I hope that's no, that's no way, that's a crappie. It is a crappie, wow. That's a 2-pounder. Right there. Big. So we found out that they are definitely more shallow. You know, I think I'm gonna move this chair. There it is. Ooh, that's a good one. This is a good one. Yep, they're shallower. Look at this swing in. See that backbone on that ACC right there. All right, I see fish on the monitor now. Good job there. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, this is... There we go. Yeah, so right now I'm just using a dinky cork. I try to keep it as simple as possible. The lightest cork you can possibly use. It will show every little thing that's occurring below. If you go with one of them big bulky hooks, don't recommend it at all. You're not going to see a lot of the things that you need to see. We're looking for small hooks, small bobbers, keeping it as simple as possible, even small weights. Anything that gets that bait down to the strike zone. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys a story that was kind of funny. I was talking to Wally Marshall at that Grizzly Jig thing and tackle show, and I was trying to explain him where I fish. And I guess he's under the impression that this lake you can only move around it in certain directions. And all that's the rule in the rec zone if you are on a jet ski, if you are water skiing. That is the rule. You need to go in I guess a clockwise manner. That is not the case for fishermen. They would probably prefer you do that, but I've never even concerned myself with that. So I thought that was kind of comical. He was like, and you can't even fish people's dock. Hell, if you can't fish their dock, then, you know, the hell you doing there? And I was like, I said, dude, I said, the rule is 10 foot, yes, but there is a select few of people that, you know, are really touchy about it, but people just fish those docks anyway. And if somebody comes out there and has a problem with it, that's a good fish right there. If somebody has a problem with it, they'll come out and they'll tell you, hey, can you move away from the dock? No big deal. Now, I own a place out here on the lake, and I don't care. I'm like, I've never caught many fish off my dock, so it don't really matter. But this is a big fish right here. This is another 2-pounder. That's a 2-pounder right there. I'll measure them when we get done here, but I'll show you. That thing was about 15 inches long. Every bit of 15. We'll do a little measurement when we get done here. But anyway, my point is that if you're respectful of people around the backyards, that's not the time to fish those docks. You know, but if nobody's in the backyard, nobody's around, hey, you know, I think the majority of the owners out here don't mind. But the rule is you got to stay away 10 feet of the dock. Anyway, I thought it was funny because Wally Marshall's like, he's right off the bat, he's like, is that lake that you can only go one direction and you can't fish people's docks? I was like, well, it's Lake of Egypt and we have rules, but they're not that stringent. It was just funny. I was like, heck. I also wanted to touch on, somebody had brought up the fact that do I think that Lake of Egypt fish taste funny? I guess somebody had heard that, and absolutely not. It's absolutely fantastic fish, and it's a very clear lake. It's a very clean lake. I mean, folks, you can see 12 foot down when the water's clear. I mean, it is, and it's clear 90% of the time. During the summer, it's hilarious how clear it gets. But fish are fantastic. Now, I want you to go fish somewhere else. Don't take my fish from me, but the fish here are great. I also do a lot of fishing, of course, at a crab orchard. And I think the fish there are fantastic, and they had a great year. I mean, Crab Orchard just was a fantastic year. Big fish, good thump. I went out there a couple nights ago. You've probably already seen the video. There we go. There's a fish, folks. There we go. There it is. That's a good fish. Good fish. Good fish. It's gonna be a good fish. Yeah. That's a good fish. Right there. There's a new view. I made up a contraption to kind of swing the camera out on the side of the boat. I'd like to try that today. All right, welcome to the new view. We're gonna see if this works. I have no idea what that looks like, but we're gonna try it. I suppose if it doesn't work, you won't see it at all. If it does work, you'll see pieces of it, and I'd love your opinion of it. There it is. There it is. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a pig. That's a good one. Right there. Yep. 3-pound fishing. You guys go on YouTube at all? Check out 3-pound fishing. I have never caught a 3-pounder. I go Grenada this month. 3-pound fishing. Huh? Yeah. There's one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've got 15 in right now, and I just started at 7:30, but I'm just bobber fishing. It's slow. Yeah, they'll start moving out to that 12 foot of water and where you're at right now. Here in the next hour, I bet. This is a dink. Another one, folks, right there. This is a better fish. I think they're up there shallow. Or there's a lot of them up there. This is either a bass. Yeah, it's a bass. It's a bass. I knew it was. I wish it was a crappie. Still alive, folks. Still alive. Just saw a huge amount of crappie in here. Let's see if that holds true. All right, here's the deal. Weather got really bad and I had to rush to the house. You can see the snow piling up everywhere. It's still snowing, but had a great day. Did very well. I think I ended up with 20. Here's a look. No, less than that, maybe around 15. But there they are. Some really good ones in there too. So anyway, hey, thanks for joining me. Really do appreciate it. It has gotten super nasty out here, but hey, we're gonna do some special things this year, 2018. Thanks. Hope you subscribe. Take it easy.